I'm going to leave that there. And I know I can already hear you screaming at the screen. For every book you've read, every YouTube video you've watched, they tell you to remove all of the side shoots. But I'm going to be leaving that one there. That one side shoot is what helped us get to 450 pounds worth of tomatoes last year. And it forms one of 4 tips we are going to give you in today's video. My name is Barry, and together with the lovely Mrs. W, we are Newdig Norfolk gardeners. And between us, we have over 60 years of gardening experience. 3 weeks ago, we made a video detailing what you want to be putting into the tomato hole, along with how deep you plant them and what you feed them with. It was part of a mini-series. I said there would be a part 2, and this is part 2 of that mini-series. Only this time we focus on what we shall be doing 3 weeks later. As you can see, these tomatoes have gotten away like a rocket. They have put on over 2 feet of growth since we last planted these. And that's in no thanks due to that worm compost that we put into the bottom of the hole. It's given them good food that the roots can take up and really get these plants away. Because we planted them deeper than you might normally think you'd want to plant your tomato plants, they will already have grown even more roots along that stem that's buried. That enables them to take up the water that we give them, the comfrey feed that we've fed them up to this point, and, of course, to take up the nutrients from that worm compost. Indeed, if you look here, you can see that they're already setting their fruit. Tip number 1, funnily enough, is side shooting. When it comes to side shooting, anything that's below the top of the plant, you want to be side shooting. This is a side shoot. It comes out at a 45-degree angle between the stem and the leaf. And what we want to do is for this tomato plant to mainly concentrate on its leader. In that way, it will be able to produce nice big tomatoes for us rather than putting energy into all the side shoots that come off. This is a cordon variety tomato. If you were going to be growing bush tomatoes, there is no need to do this. To remove the side shoot, all you need to do is to pinch it away. Side shooting is something that we need to do here in the UK. Our growing season is relatively short. And of course, we don't tend to have really, really hot summers. I know a couple of weeks ago we had a little mini heat wave, but that's as long as it lasted, a week. By getting this plant to concentrate on what it has, the trusses it's forming, we're likely to get a good harvest from it. We used to get about 5 trusses of tomatoes. Once we had those 5 trusses on each plant, we knew exactly what we were going to be getting as far as our harvest go. Using the methods that we're explaining today, last year we had 6, 7, even 8 trusses per plant that we were able to successfully get to ripen and be able to use. That's why we got all these tomatoes. Tip number 2. These plants, they don't need more watering. They don't need less watering. What they need is consistent watering. So set yourself a watering regime. If you're hand watering these plants every 2 to 3 days is sufficient. Give them a good drink of water every 2 to 3 days. Try not to let the soil dry out between waterings. Because if it dries out and then you give the plant quite a bit of water, you will find that the tomatoes that you have will begin to split. When you do get the hot periods, you may need to increase that watering because you don't want that soil to dry out. When it's really very hot, we're very lucky in that we have the Harvest Watermate Pro. And somebody asked in the comments a couple of videos back, I believe you've just dropped yourself one, you asked how long we water the plants for. Because we have the Watermate Pro, our plants in here, they get water every day, a minute's worth. They get a minute's worth of water every single day. So we don't have any danger of these plants drying out at any time. The watering is consistent. Whether you have a watering system or whether you're using a watering can, consistency is the key. Other thing is that during really hot weather, when this polytunnel is 40, 45 degrees in here, you'll often see that your leaves will be drooping. That is a tomato's natural way of trying to conserve water. It's putting the water where it needs it, not into its leaves, but into your fruit. But if you come out the following morning and those leaves are still drooping and curled, that's a sure sign that you need to be giving your plants some water. Tip number 3 is feeding your tomatoes. We feed ours once a week. Before they get the flowers and before they get the fruit, we use our homemade Comfrey feed. It's free. All you need is the plant and then take the leaves from it and make your own Comfrey feed. It's well balanced with the nutrients that not just your tomatoes, but actually most things in your garden that you can feed with if you feel the need to give them a feed. But now that they're at this stage and you've already seen that we have tomatoes actually on these plants, you need to switch the feed. They don't want a well-balanced fertilizer now. They want something that's a bit higher in potassium. And again, we use something that is free to us. This is actually a banana tea. Now, you may well have heard that some people have before put banana skins into the bottom of the planting hole. I've known other people to do that. But you are rather reliant on that to be breaking down and to have broken down before your plants need it. By making a tea, you have trapped that potassium, and all you do is add it to your watering can in the same way that you do the Comfrey feed, so it's diluted, and feed your plants. We have a 10-litre watering can, so we put 1 part banana tea to 10 parts water. Making it is really simple, and it's exactly the same as we do with the Comfrey feed. If we keep our banana skins, all we do is to put them in a bucket, pour water over them, leave that for 1 to 2 weeks, and then you just sieve it and then pour it into a bottle. And you have free potassium feed, the things that these plants now require now that they have fruit. If you're finding this useful, then do leave us a like and leave us a comment. Do let us know how your tomato plants are getting on. Also, a really big thank you to you all for sharing our videos and for hyping. Now, I don't know a huge amount about hyping, but I saw a report the other day where some of you had clearly hyped our videos. I believe it's a way of giving a boost to small creators. So anytime that you feel you'd like to give us a hype, then please do so. And if you want to see more videos like this and you haven't yet subscribed, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Remember this? This is the one side shoot that we do leave. And it's the biggest reason why we got so many more tomatoes last year. Seeing that side shoot grow, that will go on to produce more trusses. And that's how you get beyond the 5, 6, and 7 trusses that most of us get on our tomatoes in a season. And we shall continue to let this grow. We shall loop some string around that, and then it will be attached to this crop bar at the top here. And we shall just wind it around in the same way that we do the main stem that's coming out of the ground. And that really does help you produce more tomatoes and get a much, much bigger harvest. It's important that it's the side shoot that is nearest to the top of the main leader. Everything else below it, you continue to side shoot as normal. We don't want to put too much stress upon the plant. We just want to get the maximum amount of harvest that we can get from this plant. So last year we grew 450 pounds worth of tomatoes. That's not weight, that is their monetary value if you were to go and buy them from the shops. And I want to be honest with you, it's not magic. It's doing the three things that we did in the previous video, and it's doing these four things that I've talked about today. If you can do that, you can increase your harvest too and get many more tomatoes than you ever thought you could get. We've been no dig since 2020, and that certainly helps the plants that grow here in this polytunnel. Remember, healthy soil equals healthy plants that give you big harvests. I do hope your tomato plants are doing really well. Do drop us a comment. We do read them all and we try to get round to answering as many of them as we can. So please do leave your comments. If you're new to the channel today and watching this part 2 episode, you might want to go back and watch part 1. So why not watch that video next?